Do you wish our players can be trained according to those rules?
That's the most important thing. Every sport has their own rules and regulations, and it is important to train players and coaches to know their role. Like in a game, like in Europe, you cannot tell a referee to give cards to another player. The moment you tell the referee to give card to another player, you will be cautioned. You see?
That's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, but here you see, like captain sometimes, like they want to control it. They want to be the one directing you to give red card, yellow cards, and what, because they don't know their roles. Captain is only a team leader. You don't have the power to direct the referee. The other thing also, like captain don't have privilege whereby they cannot be sanctioned or given cautions or sent up. You see, they don't have any privilege. The only thing is that he is a team leader. He is the one leading the team, whereby in case of anything, he will have to stand up, make the complaint, but not to give orders. So that's the difference people don't understand. Like when you are captain, they feel like they have the power to command you to do something. But according to the laws, they don't have any privilege.
That's the difference I've also seen with how we choose our captains here and how people in Europe choose their captain. In Europe, you find the captain is somebody that is calm, but you enough, don't complain that much. But here, you look as a team, you have to look for someone that complain. The notorious one who is going to pressure the referee.
And that's what people believe. Like they feel like if you get somebody who knows how to complain, you will make the game simple for you. You will influence the referee. But complain at some point may not influence someone. And the moment you keep on over complaining, the referees even will feel like ignoring some of the fouls for you. Even because you are over complaining, you are making the ball like to be bored. Any small touch, you need foul. Anything you tackle somebody, you don't need foul. When you are foul, you need it to be foul. You see? And that one doesn't make sense. If you allow the referee to do his part, then you also play your part in the game. So this is like a coordination whereby if you allow me to do my role and I allow you to do your role, I will not tell you to play or score a goal. But if you play, that's your role. If I appreciate, that's my role. I will have to make decisions based on what I have seen, not what you are telling me or how people are reacting. You see, and that's the only thing people don't understand. Like it doesn't mean that when you shout, I will put it as a foul. No, if I feel or if I have seen that is a foul, I will have to put it that way.
But some coaches can shout to their coaches, go and talk to the referee, go and talk to the referee. Why are you quiet? And you are seeing the referee instead of cheering the game well.
Like coaches can complain, but they don't command the force official to call the referee. If you are a coach and you have a complaint, you come to the force official, explain your complaint to him, but you are not allowed to tell him to call the referee. He will be the one to decide for himself when to call the referee, when not to be called.
Yeah. Okay, today we are here again with our guest, and he's going to say himself to you. But first, we have to start with ourselves. I'm Dudnok. Welcome to the Empire of Achievers podcast.
Thank you.
Gil. So before we go ahead, we are going to listen from him, who he is and what he does.
Okay, thanks for having me. By names, I'm called Quinine Ku Cha, and by profession, I'm a referee. Yeah, I've been officiating in Kakuma Premier League and other tournaments like Bantu Global, Basika, and the Kakuma 3 tournaments. Also, I've also been officiating like the other tournament in town and also at the Lopurwat in Turkana West County. Yeah.
Well, that's good introduction. But before we proceed, you need to know something here. Yeah, Quinine, that's what the name you are known for here in Kakuma 3 especially. What other name do you have and why do people call you Quinine?
Personally, like Quinine is a family name. Like my dad is called Quinine Deng. Yeah, and that's where the names come from. Like I'm called Quinine Tablet, but the name Quinine comes from our family, like our dad.
Yeah. So that's the real name.
Yeah.
So I thought it was.
Everyone thought that it was. Everyone might have said, we are finding the truth.
Yeah.
It was the real name. The other name, finally.
So, you tell us where does it all started before you come to the people know today in Kakuma 3?
Okay, my journey started in 2019. That's when I started like having a sense of becoming a referee. I've been a football lover. I started playing football in 2003, when I've played for many years, but I've seen the gap, like the challenges teams used to face, like the transparency and the honesty in the games, whereby there were a lot of challenges, a lot of chaos when people play matches. So one night I asked myself, like, why do people fight? Because, like, does it mean that we don't have quality referees, or what is the challenge? And from that moment, I decided to become a referee. So I started officiating local games. If there is any friendly, I do go and officiate. So, and that was the motivation, like the reason behind me becoming a referee. It was the gap that I have seen. Like, there are no referees, and we need to modify the games, like to improve. So, which means you need somebody to sacrifice himself to do that part, and that's why I took this chance to become a referee. It was a gap that I have seen.
So, and how did you prepare yourself when you are about to officiate the game? So,
The most important thing is like mental health. Like when you are going to officiate games, you first need to give yourself time to rest. Like you need to have enough time for resting. Then the other thing also, like you need to get rid of stress. Like if you have mental stress, you should not officiate any game, because this is the most important part. Like when you are officiating games, there must be tension in the field. But to calm players and the game, you need to be mentally stress free.
you focus.
Yeah, you need to focus. Then the other things, like when you're going to officiate games, you need also to review the laws, the local laws and the FIFA laws. You need to go through them, read them, see like how you are going to make decisions. The other thing also, you need to ready your attires, like the uniform, whistles, cards, and other things that
So
are
that
necessary.
you should be look.
Yeah,
So that
you should
look
have them
like,
all in place.
like a referee.
Yeah, and before you start any games, you need to have a conversation with the team, like the assistant referees. You need to have a conversation to make sure that when you are going to work, you work as a team, not individual. So we have to do those things before we start any game. The other thing also, like you need to do warm up. You need to do warm up for yourself, so that when you go, yeah, you will be fresh and fit, physically fit.
That's wonderful. Sometimes I wonder how referees prepare themselves, especially now if you go to this club to watch this European football matches. I wonder, as a referee, as you are, do you go to watch other referees as they confiscate your first game, or do you go and watch players?
The most important thing is like game reading. As a referee, you should also learn from the other referees' mistakes and their friends, how they act. It is not just like watching a game, the whole game, but you need to see, like technically, where does referees fail to make decisions, and where do they make the right call during games. So, and you also need like to know how they apply laws. So, to me personally, when I go to watch games, I may go to like me, I'm a Manchester United fan, but I don't only focus on the game of Man U. I watch referees, like how they make decisions, how they tackle incidents that are happening within the field. Yeah,
What is that one referee from Europe that you look up to?
I don't have a role model.
You
It's just that I
just
love
go and
football,
watch the game.
and I only do what I feel like is the right thing, as long as you know the FIFA laws and regulations. Yeah, for me personally, I don't have a role model, somebody that I look up to.
Yeah.
I don't have a role model.
Is there any moment that your temper has already betrayed you? Like you are upsetting the game, and there's some players that are annoyed you, and you get angry. But in the end, you just go remind yourself, this is not a I'm not a boxing. I'm not a boxer. I have to focus on the on the game of being a referee of a referee.
Yeah, mostly like these games that we normally officiate, there is too much tension in some games, whereby players will misbehave. Whenever someone commit a foul and you blow the whistle, their action will be always full of chaos. Somebody may tackle someone badly, and the person tackled may also react badly. And when you try to intervene, they may end up like fighting you. At some point, you feel like, this part, you will also get annoyed, because the way people will be approaching you, talking to you, it seems like they don't have respect for you. But for you to make sure that the game ends peacefully and successfully, you need to control yourself as a referee. You should be calm, no matter how much you are hurt during a game.
Although
The
you,
most
you are
important
being
thing,
abused.
yeah, as long as you know the laws of the game, you need to apply them. Even if someone insults you or attack you,
There could be a
you
goal.
should not attack them back. If that incident requires you to caution someone, you will have to use cards, send off or
That, that,
caution that person,
that,
but
that,
you
the
shouldn't
better,
fight as a referee.
the
But
better,
the most important thing is your personal security. When you see that the game has too much violence, whereby it may not continue, you need to consider the safety of players and the safety of the assistant
so
referees.
you just end the game.
Yeah, if you feel like this game is not safe and people are going to fight, you need to calm every situation in the field. And if there's tension, like people are fighting, you need to end that game, because at any moment somebody may be injured and people will fight. So you will have to stop the game.
Okay, I have a question. Like, as a referee, as you are, you have some friends outside that are also players.
Yeah.
So when you meet in the field, are they like they don't know you, like they are talking to you badly, insulting you whenever you make wrong decision, or are they like, Quinine, you know, you are my friend. Why don't you give me this penalty and all this? How do they react?
You know, knowing me is one thing, but when we go to the field, like during game, personally, we don't have any relationship or any ties
You
with
don't know
anyone. Even if you are my brother, the most important thing is how I apply the laws of the game. No matter how much we are related to each other. Yeah, some people will hate me when they are beaten, and they will wish like I could assist them. But as a professional referee, the most important thing for you, referee, is your own integrity. So it is something that you cannot buy. It is something that your family can't get you. How you act, how you do things is the only way you can earn it. And for me, I value it more than anything. I can't just spoil it because of a friend or a family member. So the most important thing, I have to be fair and transparent. No matter how much they will be hurt, that's not my part. If you know that you are a player and you are strong, play your ball. If you know how to play, you will win. If you don't know how to play,
That is it.
you may be beaten. So football is just a game of chances. So I don't need to help someone to make them successful. You have to help yourself to be successful.
Fight for it.
Yeah.
You have to fight for it.
Okay, sometimes I wonder if, as a referee, a lot of the games that are being played here,
Yeah.
people fight, sometimes make wrong decisions. Is there is any game that you have ever made a wrong decision and you go back home and you think like, this was wrong, I could have done it this way?
Yeah, since I started officiating, like there are some few games whereby I made some wrong decision. You know, being a referee, you need like 5 seconds to make a decision, 3 or 5 seconds.
Faster.
5 seconds.
Yeah, to make a decision,
Hey,
which means it needs you to be careful and attentive to every detail of the game. The first game that I made mistake was during Kakuma Premier League. Huh? It was a game between Rollers and Ramchel.
that's it.
Yeah. So when Rollers were attacking Ramchel, the striker went one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And at that moment, when goalkeeper saw that the striker has already lost the ball, he came attacking the ball, right? And the striker asked that is speed. So before the goalkeeper kicked the ball,
This
he
striker,
shifted the ball to the other side. And the goalkeeper tried to punch him, but he missed. So during that moment, he used his own hand to touch the ball, like to play it. The striker used his, yeah, but I didn't see it. And my assistant also didn't see the incident, you see. But he was the right person, because at that moment I was obstructed by the goalkeeper. So my assistant did not see whether the striker has touched the ball with the hand or not. So after that, he scored the ball. And I had to consider that as a goal.
you have allowed.
Yeah, as a goal.
Crying out.
And you know, the game almost ended premature because of that.
Now you,
And it was a winning goal.
there's another
And
question.
I couldn't do anything because I did not see the handball. As a referee, no matter how much people shout, and you have not confirmed that as a handball or no handball, don't blow the whistle unless you are sure of it. Like if you are going to make a decision, don't make decision on assumption. Unless it is something that you have seen or your assistant has seen. But if you have not seen it, don't make any decision. I didn't make a decision because I did not see the handball. So that was the first mistake. Another mistake was recently during the tournament of in K3, where Hildu played with was it Hildu with Don Bosco? Yeah, that was one of the like the ball crossed the line, but to me I was not sure whether it was and then the ball has already crossed the line or not. And you know we don't have the goal line technology. My assistant saw the ball that has crossed the line. He tried to raise the flag, then put it down. And after the game, we had to go and confirm because after every game ends, we have to do like how did the game end? What were the mistakes?
The analysis.
And yeah, we have to do the analysis of the game. So like, what were our mistakes? Where did we go wrong? Where were we fair or we were not fair? So after asking my assistant, he told me that the ball has crossed the line. It is a goal. And the other thing, like the defender also removed the ball with using his hand, you know, and he failed to call me, which means that one is a mistake that we have made as referees. You know, like as assistant referee, if you have seen something, you are sure that it is handball or a foul, you will have to notify the center referee.
Yeah.
If you have not seen it. So, and that's why we work as a team, not individual. So that was the most mistake that I have committed as a referee since I started officiating games.
But most of the time, people see you as a good referee.
Maybe to some people I may be good. You know, like you are only good when you are not officiating somebody's game. That's the perception.
Yeah.
Like if I'm officiating games of other teams,
You are good.
I may be the best referee. But if
Especially
I'm
when they are
officiating your own game, like you are the coach, and today it is your game. The moment I enter the field, I will become your enemy. Doing that. Yeah, you know, like if I make decision, you will feel that the decision that I'm making are against you, and also favoring the other side. And this is the perception that we have built. Like when it is something that is happening to me, I may take it as you are against me. But if it is other people, you will see that I'm also fair and transparent. So it is just a mindset that we normally build.
Do you mostly advise players in the field?
Yeah, definitely we do that as coach and as referees. If somebody is playing violently, you will have to call him to calm the situation. Because like if you leave a player to be violent in the field, he will encourage the other players to also do the same thing. And by the end of the day, that game will not continue. Because if you leave someone to play in a way that is not like unsportsmanship behavior, it will spoil the game. So you have to calm the players to make sure that they play well. If you see somebody is not playing well and he's hurt on the other people, like misbehaving, you call him, talk to that person so that he change the ways of his play.
Have you ever officiated any game for the women?
Like for the ladies, only once. You know, like in KDL.
Was it different from that of for boys?
You know, it is the same laws, but the only difference is the time of play. Sometimes ladies game we normally officiate them like 35 minutes, 30 minutes. So it depends.
What about all these complaints, insults, all this? How was it? Well,
Yeah.
are they complaining more on the boys or someone?
Ladies don't complain that much, and you know their games are easy to officiate because there's no much
Everything is
tension.
simple.
Yeah, everything is simple. Like ladies game, there's not that much chaos in the field. These are some people. Like like when they play, they don't complain like men. So that is the difference. The intensity of the game. You know, men's game has too much intensity. Like the way people tackle, the run, the speed, the pressure that people apply, the attack, the reaction. So it's different from ladies. And that's what differentiates men's game and ladies' game.
That's one of ladies understand that you have blue eyes, but for men, yeah, I don't know how they expect you to.
No, what I think is the challenge is not that ladies understand men's feeling than referees than the men. The only difference is that most of the players don't know laws of the game. You know, like the laws that we know are built on assumption, what we see. It is not what we have gone through. But if you look at the players in Europe, they have to learn laws of the game. As a player, you have to know all the laws of the game. Like if a referee make any decision, you know why he made that decision. You see, they are trained. They are given laws of the game. Like if you committed any foul, like you have done something,
Yeah,
you know the punishment of
the
that.
consequence.
Yeah. So even if you go to complain, you will know you are wrong. Before you complain, you know that you are wrong. But for the sake of complaint, you
No.
need to complain. But our players here are not well trained. They are not given laws of the game. Only some few people knows laws of the game, and that's why you see there's too much tension within our region.
There is I cannot remember what league it was, but the league was played here, and it was I don't know what semi-final or quarter-final. I'm not sure.
Mm.
But in the moment when people were playing, they went for penalties.
Mm.
And among the opponents, the other team they had a red card.
Mm.
So the people were not there. They were 10 in number, and other people were were 11 in number. So I don't know which referee was officiating that game. But in that moment, when they all kicked the penalties, the other team were given the chance to bring in another player to come and kick for them because they have one red card. I was confused.
No, that one, according to the laws, is not allowed. Like, let's say, like one team has 10 players, and the other one has 8 players. And if all 8 players is scored, so we'll have to get 1-1. There's no substitute during penalty shootout.
So you go.
So somebody will have to retake the penalty again.
But why? And somebody has been given a red card. That's punishment for them.
It's like in football, we don't punish people because they have a red card. You see? So to make sure that the game is fair and transparent, so you need to balance the game. The number of players that are going to kick the penalty. If it is 8 on the other side, which means 8 players on the other side will have to also kick the penalty. So it doesn't matter whether you are 11 or 10. Yeah, as long it will be 8.
Do you wish our players can be trained according to those rules?
That's the most important thing. Every sport has their own rules and regulations, and it is important to train players and coaches to know their role. Like in a game, like in Europe, you cannot tell a referee to give cards to another player. The moment you tell the referee to give card to another player, you will be cautioned. You see?
That's obvious.
Yeah, but here you see, like captains sometimes like they want to control it. They want to be the one directing you to give red card, yellow cards, and what, because they don't know their roles. Captain is only a team leader. You don't have the power to direct the referee. The other thing also, like captain don't have privilege whereby they cannot be sanctioned or given cautions or sent off. You see, they don't have any privilege. The only thing is that he is a team leader. He is the one leading the team, whereby in case of anything, he will have to stand up, make the complaint, but not to give orders. So that's the difference people don't understand. Like when you are captain, they feel like they have the power to command you to do something. But according to the laws, they don't have any privilege.
That's the difference I've also seen with how we choose our captain here and how people in Europe choose the captain. In Europe, you find the captain is somebody that is calm, mature enough, don't complain that much. But here, you look as a team, you have to look for someone that complains. The notorious one who is going to pressure the referee.
And that's what people believe. Like they feel like if you get somebody who knows how to complain, he will make the game simple for you. He will influence the referee. But complain at some point may not influence someone. And the moment you keep on over complaining, referees even will feel like ignoring some of the fouls for you. Even because you are over complaining, you are making the ball like to be bored. Any small touch, you need foul. Anything you tackle somebody, you don't need foul. When you are foul, you need it to be foul. You see, and that one doesn't make sense. If you allow the referee to do his part, then you also play your part in the game. So this is like a coordination whereby if you allow me to do my role and I allowed you to do your role, I will not tell you to play or score a goal. But if you play, that's your role. If I appreciate, that's my role. I will have to make decisions based on what I have seen, not what you are telling me or how people are reacting. You see, and that's the only thing people don't understand. Like it doesn't mean that when you shout, I will put it as a foul. No, if I feel or if I have seen that is a foul, I will have to put it that way.
But some coaches can shout to their coaches, go and talk to the referee, go and talk to the referee. Why are you quiet? And you are seeing the referee is not sharing the game well.
Like coaches can complain. but they don't command the force official to call the referee. If you are a coach and you have a complaint, you come to the force official, explain your complaint to him, but you are not allowed to tell him to call the referee. He will be the one to decide for himself when to call the referee, when not to be called. You see, but if you are there to pressure the force official to call the referee, you are making a wrong call, because the work of the force official is to analyze the game, see where something is not going on well, where something is going on well. If the assistant is not working well, you will have to notify the center referee, then goes to talk to the assistant referee to make sure that whatever you are doing wrong need to be corrected. Also, like if the center referee is not functioning well or not doing his role well, you will have to call him, point out the problem. This is supposed to be like this and this. Like when the challenges are too many, like for some time you are not appreciating to their expectations, he will have to call you back, talk to you, rectify the problems, then tell you to go and do it better. You see, but our coaches here, any slight mistake, they need you to call the referee. They need you to correct the referee. And that's how we are, because we are not trained, we are not built up.
And which one of it that you wish to the players to change in Kamuntari? Which one thing that you see, this player should change this thing?
Like I've appreciated in many tournaments, but the only thing that I've seen, at some point, like what people don't understand at some point is like when I'm appreciating a game and the team that are playing, maybe one is formed by a South Sudanese community and the other team is from another community. You see, like when the other side commit any foul that is almost near the penalty area, or any foul you feel is serious foul, and you send someone off, they will feel like you are favoring your side, and they will tell you, why are you favoring your side? And this thing is the only thing that is killing football. If you have that mindset of saying like there is tribalism
in football,
the word tribalism, this is the most thing that I hate in sport.
And that is what I'm seeing in the referee is ruining some games.
Yeah, because people believe that like if I'm from South Sudan, I'll be helping South Sudanese. And that mentality is not good.
Even South Sudanese are not playing the ball well. How are you going to help them?
And yeah,
you don't want to be blamed.
You see, like when you are defeated, the problem is the referee.
The problem.
When you win, referee is okay. But when you are defeated, you will always be like the referee is the cause of this. So, and that's why you see most of the games here, there is tension. And like during the game, people will hate you to the extent whereby, like, if they get guns, they may kill you. But after the game, like after one day, they will know that what you did was never wrong. It was never wrong. You did the right thing. If you know that you are doing if you want to prove that you are doing the right thing, don't listen to the team that are playing. But those people who are watching the game, the fans, the other people that come to watch football, the sport games, listen to their comment. What do they say about you? If you see that people are complaining outside, not the teams, but the other people are the one complaining that you are not fair, just know that is the right point. But if it is a team complaining, me personally, I don't listen to the complaints of the team. But if I feel there is a mistake, I will always go and inquire from other people outside. After the game, I will have to analyze what I have done. Ask them, how was I in this game? If those people are saying that the game was okay, you know that you did it better. But if they say there was an error here, there was an error here, take their comment. Those are the right people for you to understand that you didn't perform well or you did well. But if you only consider the team that are playing, it will run your career.
At the moment when you appreciate a game, maybe you give a certain player a red card or you did anything and they feel like you were not fair. And outside the community they came for you to attack and fight you and all this. Does it ever happen?
To me personally, it has never happened like somebody to attack me in the community. But the only thing that I normally hear, people will come and tell me like what you did was not fair and like this and this. It was supposed to be like this. But I don't take it as a bad thing, because at some point how you feel may not be how I feel or how the other person feels. I will have to listen to you. give you also my point of view concerning the red card that I have given, or the card that I have given, or the decision that I have given. And also you give me your point of view until we come to an understanding. So I may not hit you because of that, or I will not confront somebody because of those decisions. It is normal in football whereby if you feel that the referee was not fair, we can talk to each other. Yeah, after the game, it is okay. Me personally, I don't have any issue, but there's no person that has confronted me or fight with me after the game because of that.
Sometimes I wonder if our characters, like I told you before, you have most of the players I mean, that are your friends outside. I wonder if how they behave in the field when they are playing is different from how they are outside. Or is it the same characters we have outside they are taken to the field?
You know, it depends now with personality. Like that. I remember when I started officiating in 2019, was it 2020? I was the assistant coach of Moshara.
Yeah.
So when I took that decision, I had to officiate in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
And I have officiated some games of my own team, a team that I was a coach.
Yeah.
You see? But for them, they may think I will be there to assist them or help them in any situation. But to me personally, I am going to do what I feel is the right thing. And there are some individual whereby if they know that you are the one, they will pretend like you are going to neglect things, some of the things that they are doing.
Yeah.
But if I insist that you are doing something bad, I will send you off. And I normally give cards to people that I know. When they become a discipline, I will just know that they are doing this because they know me. So, and if I leave you to misbehave in the field, it will influence the game in a negative way. So I will have to caution you, to notify you that what I'm doing is not our friendship, but I only focus with the laws of the game when I'm officiating. And that's the part that I normally do. But some of the people will feel like, this is Quinine, he will be there, there's no problem. If I does this one, he will not do something. But to me, I will only consider laws of the game. If you do anything that I feel is unlawful, I will send you off or I will caution you.
That's the only thing people can feel when you give a referee to the person that look like your friend.
Yeah.
Even the rest of the people will think, hey, let me not do this. If you did this to this person, what of us? So they have to focus on their game. Do you think football has changed in Kakamega?
Yeah, over the years, there's a lot of changes that has happened. Like way back, people used to fight a lot. But if you look at the players now, there are a lot of changes whereby, like, the only tension that has remained is from outside the field.
Fun.
Yeah, the fans. But the players within the field, so there are a lot of change. And at some point, some tension are caused by we, the referees, and some problems are caused by the fans and the players. But the most important thing is how you control yourself. There are some coaches whereby if a player is disturbing them, the coach will call a player, break that person, do this to this.
Giving an injury.
And at the end of the day, when you send that person off, they will be like, you are helping the other side. And it was the coach telling the player, break that person. And when it, like me as a referee, if I hear a coach directing a player to break another player, and he does that, I will send that person off.
That is it.
Yeah, definitely I will give you direct red card because that is deliberate. Knowingly.
You could have ruined someone's career.
Yeah, if you commit any career-threatening foul, definitely you will be sent off. And the worst part, it is coaches influencing the players to do things like that.
If you hear a coach telling a player that way, go and give him an injury. Do you come to the player and tell him try it, or do you first wait for him to take the action?
No, I don't have to go to the player. If the coach is giving them directives on what to do, I don't need to threaten them. Yeah, I will have to wait the action. Like, are they going to do what they are told? And if a coach does something like that, which means he is like trying to influence the game in a negative way, I will have to caution him for that. Because you are encouraging like fighting.
Give him a card immediately.
Yeah, I will have to. If I hear him cautioning, like telling players to break someone or do something bad, I will have to caution that coach. Because you are encouraging violence. It is unsportsmanship behavior. So it is just like that. And like me personally, currently, there are some of the players, like, they don't need me to be in the center. So when they see me, they feel like they don't need me to be in the center because of their characters. Yeah, there are some players that are bad characters, and they feel like they want to threaten referees.
Are those players different outside when you meet them? Or the same
Outside,
characters they feel outside?
outside we are friends,
They are good
but
friends.
in
They're
the
good
field,
for outside.
yeah, but in the field we don't have any
You need to
friendship.
go mad.
Yeah, when you do something that I feel is not right, I will have to question you. Even if it requires me to send you up, I will do it.
Yeah.
Even if you are my brother, you know. But for me, I don't wish to be feared by players. As a referee, you don't wish to be feared. The most important thing, you have to act in a professional way, whereby you should not intimidate someone. Yeah. So I don't wish players to fear me, or I don't wish to intimidate players, but I need to apply only laws of the game.
Yeah, when they come, they see you are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Even they will not complain.
Yeah.
Some of the players are very calm. But you have some.
There are some of the players whereby since somebody started playing, they have never received red card. Some even have not received yellow card because of their personalities.
Side players, do you respect them when they come for complaint?
No, I value everyone, not some individual. You know, like when you come for complaint, like you come in a good way, I will have to listen to you, even if you are not the captain. But if you approach me in a nice way, I will have to listen to you. The only thing that I don't encourage is someone approaching me in a bad way. I may either caution you, or not listen to you. Yeah.
Okay, that's true. We have come to an end. We are now remaining with only one question, and it has been an interesting conversation. Now, if there is that players that are watching us, what music do you have for them? What can they change and what can they keep?
The only thing that they can change is their own personalities and discipline in the field. As a player, you should be disciplined. And even like when a player commits a foul, the way you react, the way you acknowledge that, a referee may not caution you, even if it is a foul that requires a caution or yellow card, because how you react or how you approach the other opponent, the referee may leave someone, you know. And there are some foul whereby if I feel that foul is soft, I may not caution you. But if you react badly or denying it that you did that, I will have to caution you.
They have to accept.
Yeah, so the most important thing, you need to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Play your ball, make sure you respect the referees and the opponent that you are playing with. Yeah. So the most important thing that I will have to tell the players is to focus on the ball. Play your game. Don't focus on the referees, because most of the players normally focus on the referee. And you know, like if a team focus on the referee, you will forget about playing. So if you commit foul, you complain. When the other side commit foul, you complain. You see, you are not focusing on the ball, and that is the only thing affecting most of the teams. They only focus on the referee. Every decision you make, they object. They don't accept whether theirs or the opponent's side. And if you have that spirit, it will never give you the capacity to play 100% the ball that you know. So at some point, you need to focus on the ball, not on the referees.
So that's good advice, and we have come to an end. Thank you for coming.
I
God bless
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Okay,
Inshallah, we will have a PR.
it will be better. It happens that way.
Yeah. But sometimes I wonder, like, there's the time I was recording a video, and then there was a foul that was committed, and then the referee said no, it wasn't a foul, and people were complaining, and I was asking myself, now if I show this referee this video, how are the fans going to react and the players? Sometimes you can be beaten for that.
Yeah, definitely it can happen, but you know, like using VAR, you know, at some point you need to turn all the angles. So if you are going to review a foul, you have to make sure on the other side you will have to review, on this side you will have to review. But if you are using a phone to take only one side of the video, it will not be easy to know whether that was like, unless it is a handball, or whether it was a foul that is seen completely. You see, things like that. And that's why you see, like in Africa, VAR is not that in use in most of the countries, because it's not allowed. There are some of the requirements that are needed for you to use VAR. So, but at our standard, it may bring in more tension. Because sometimes it may be a foul,
Yeah.
but according to the video that you have,
Mm.
how you have taken that video, it may not prove that it was a
Foul.
serious foul. You see, like the angle that you took that video may not be 100% correct. You see,
But it can help you as a referee.
yeah, it can help in some decision making,
Yeah.
but not 100%. But it can help. So it could be good, like if you have things like that. But the challenges will also remain. Like there are some things that need to be reviewed with it. Yeah, there are some things whereby you need to make that decision like that. But it could be a good thing also if we can have something like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going through a lot.
Yeah.
That is